Hello, you are watching Please Keep Me Anonymous, part of the Shagged Annoyed extended universe.
This week we're joined by Chef Tom Kerridge, and if you're not hungry now, you're gonna be after watching
There's
this.
something about how chefs enthuse about food. He didn't even go into that much detail and I still got starving.
So good.
Great chat, lovely bloke.
Like and subscribe, please.
I had to go in there and get a 20 fags and a Greggs sausage roll. And I was like, if anybody looks at me now, it's just like, this is just like, yeah. Well, you never know. Marlow, it's got nice pubs.
Yeah, so I've heard.
Food's great in it.
Oh God.
You can just keep going on and on.
Are you sure this was when you were a chef? Were you not in some kind of cult?
Yeah.
That you've just accidentally outed?
Makeup artist worst nightmare.
Oh no.
Double the surface area.
You're not.
Thanks, mate.
Yeah, you've been away. Oh, of course.
No,
No.
sort of, but I didn't get any. We do a little trip every year, like 6 chefs, and we drive around. We get it booked in a year in advance, and we drive around like France and go in really fucking nice restaurants, nice cars, nice restaurants, and did 3,500 miles. But
Sorry, this isn't televised.
No, it's right. No, it's not televised.
That's the trip. That's the trip of the professionals.
Yeah, but then it's produced, and then it's not.
You can't say
you can't actually have nice time with your friends.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
it's just
So I feel exactly the same about. I quite like golf. I love playing golf, and I've got one of the simulators, and I play golf quite a lot. And sometimes people are like, "Why don't you do it?" And I'm like, "Well, because sometimes a hobby's got to be a hobby.
Yeah,
everything can't turn into work. Because then what am I doing for fun?
Yeah.
I love going and watching the UFC, and they always go, "Will you come on this show about it?" And I go, "I don't want to.
No, I just want to."
Plus, I don't. I go to these things. What if I say someone was shit and then I bump into him and he snaps us in half?
Yeah, particularly at UFC, mate. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. No chance.
So no, the tan is.
That sounds amazing.
And there's been a heat wave. It just doesn't. We don't get this.
Yeah, we don't get this.
We're still up north.
Yeah,
it's beautiful.
It was hot up north, though, wasn't it?
We didn't get bigger than. We didn't get higher. Sorry, than 24.
26.
Whereabouts are you based?
South Shields.
South Shields, just
okay, so it's
Newcastle.
proper north.
Proper
yeah,
north.
So
We get the sea fret.
Yeah,
right on the coast.
It's fucking freezing.
Everyone else is whinging. We're blowing a gale where we live.
Yeah,
blowing a fucking.
I know
gale.
we're having a day off tomorrow in London just because we're like.
Chris was just saying.
Yeah.
Going to Dorian.
Yeah, what's it like?
Got fucking great.
Is it?
Restaurant. Yeah, it's packed. Tables like your table. The next table will be this close. You'll be like, all right, it's like you're a table of 4, even if it's amazing.
I heard someone talking about it on a podcast.
Yeah,
and they were American actually, but I was just like, okay, I've not heard of that place. Let's try that.
Really good.
All right,
buzzy, brilliant.
Right,
packed,
that's what we want.
Good energy, good fun, tasty food.
Right, that's what we want.
Yeah, we
love it.
Yeah,
we love coming down here and booking nice places to eat because
really good.
It's just such.
Been to Mountain.
No.
I've heard of it.
Yeah, Mountain, you got to go. Soho, really good. Pat, lovely.
Is that in Soho?
Yeah.
Okay,
really, really
we
lovely.
stay in Soho loads. We've been to Kiln.
Kiln's
which
really
we
good.
loved. We've been there a couple of times.
I mean, the chefs are fighting for their life, aren't they?
Yeah, and it's packed. Yeah. But Mountain's sort of similar, but it's like it's not Thai, but it's great food. It's kind of like Spanish Basque style, but it's cool, edgy restaurant. And Impala as well. There's a new place that opened in Soho again called Impala. That's kind of Egyptian. But great food.
We need to remember all these places.
We do, I know, but you've got no idea what it's like for us as Northerners who still live in the Northeast to come down here. I mean,
you got some good restaurants, though. You got some good spaces.
We've been to them all.
Yeah,
many times.
We're good mates with Kenny Atkinson.
Yeah,
so Kenny's got we're going to Solstice for our anniversary.
Yeah.
So we've got Solstice, and we've got he's also got House of Tides. Yeah, and there are some. But when you come down here, the choice, of the places, every other person tells you if you do. It's madness, isn't it?
Yeah,
it's so
we're
good.
very lucky here in London. There's so many different places to go and eat, like the nucleus of it, that you have got lots and lots of choice. But there are great places at North, and Kenny's a brilliant chef.
Oh,
Kenny
so
Atkinson's
good.
amazing.
Mega
so good.
Can you remember Kate, your sister, so Rosie's sister, my sister-in-law, once phoned Rosie and couldn't believe that she'd seen Kenny in the queue at Greggs. She was like, he was getting a Greggs. That chef, he's got Michelin stars. He was getting a Greggs. I was like, he's fucking hanging out in Greggs. But it's like, of course, but we obviously think,
what else do we eat?
I know.
I was like, Kenny, absolutely not. You're not having a Greggs. You're having deep fried chicken skins with caviar for your breakfast.
But I suppose if you ate like that all the time, you'd get gout.
Yeah,
be a mess.
I mean, and the reality is that you spend a lot of your time in kitchens, you spend a lot of your time busy, working, do whatever. Like everybody else, you go, I've got to grab something to eat. Like in that moment, Greggs sausage roll. Like
why not?
Literally, on Christmas Eve this year, I was driving, I picked my mum up, we're going up north to my wife's parents. My mum's in Gloucester, so I drove down, picked her up, and was driving up the motorway to get up to Stoke in Staffordshire, where my wife's family was in, and we was all going there for Christmas. My mum was like, "Can we just stop for a bit of lunch on Christmas?" It was like Christmas Eve. And I was like, "Yeah, sure, we'll grab something." She just the services is cool. So like, "Are we going to actually just go to the garage bit?" I was like, "All right." She goes, "Could you get us a Greggs sausage roll and 20 B&H?" And I was like, I had to go in there and get a 20 fags and a Greggs sausage roll. And I was like, if anybody looks at me now, it's just like, this is just like,
here he is promoting his program, going around. Oh, that's so
Tom
funny.
does service stations.
Yeah.
And the Lambert and Butler are 5 pence cheaper in a southbound services. Can you believe it?
B&H. Yeah. They're hardcore, aren't they?
Yeah. Benson
and Hedges,
yeah. I think that's what, I mean, that's
they're
what.
the proper
They were the ones that I used to pinch off her when I was 14.
Yeah.
So I always like asking chefs this, what's your favourite food?
Oh my God.
Oh my God. To be honest, like, there's two different things of the way that chefs work, and the way that they eat is always wholesome, and it's always things that are deep flavour, things like slow cook, things like stews and things like shoulders of lamb that have been cooked for ages, or like hog roasts or things that like stuff like that that's just full of flavour. Chefs I've eaten. When it comes to cooking, it's a different thing because it becomes then about, it's a professional trade, and then you start going like, as a tradesperson, you try and push yourself to be the best that you can be. So that's slightly different to what you cook at home or what you want to eat, like on days off. And we were talking earlier about restaurants that you might go to or spaces you might go. They're places that are just full of flavour and absolutely different. And that's what chefs like, simple, like really good ingredients cooked simply, and that's it. And that's that's the sort of food that we just want to eat, like that simple.
Yeah.
Spicy.
Wow.
You like spicy?
You like spicy.
Like spicy. Spice, big flavours.
But you're allergic to shellfish.
I am allergic to shellfish.
How allergic?
Yeah, like the scene from Exorcist, like instant vomit, not like kind of anaphylactic shock, passing out kind of stuff, but like the body repels whatever is in it, like pretty much instantly. Yeah.
So you'll never cook anything like that?
No, we cook it. We use it. We use it in restaurants. You got a team of people. You got to trust. I've eaten it. I know what it will taste like. But you got a team of people that have to. You trust that they. So we will have lobster on the menu. We will have crab. We will have oysters. We will have those sort of things. It'll be on the menus. Just I'm not the one that's tasting.
But if it's in the air, you're fine.
Yeah, I can prep it.
So if we're on a flight together, I can open up a lobster and you'll be fine.
Yeah, absolutely.
They're not going to say no lobster on this flight.
What flight are we on that you're having lobster?
What's happening here?
Hello, where are we going? What private jet are we on?
You don't take a bag of lobster on a plane with you.
Where are you going?
God, I thought you were a fucking chef, man. God.
Am I going to be wildly offensive if I've got the wrong chef? But didn't you go to Tom's restaurant in Marlow?
Yes, God, if
Okay,
you got the
thank
wrong
God.
one, that would have been
Imagine,
awful.
I'm so sorry.
So again,
But it was. I'm sure. I was like, yes, it is.
So.
But you came to the butcher's though, didn't you?
Well, you were so lovely. So I texted our mutual friend Ed Gamble and I said, look, I've got a day off. I'm in Marlow. I know your friend Tom's got some great restaurants here. Do you think I could get in? 'Cause I've only ever in my entire career had 2 days off away from home.
Right.
Once was in Marlow, once was Dublin, just in the 2 I just gone. She runs a tight ship. I've got to be home. She keeps us on a tight leash.
Got 2 boys. I
respect
it.
Yeah.
I know my place, but I had this day off, and I've always told people, like, I didn't realise that you couldn't like reserve seats in the butcher's.
Flowers.
No, the butcher's tap.
Oh yeah,
It's a butcher's tap. It's a pub with anyone who doesn't
screens.
know. Go if you go to. I'm not just saying this because Tom's here. It was amazing.
You talk about it for.
Oh my God! So it's a pub with a butcher's in it.
Yeah.
With a restaurant in it.
Yeah.
It's such a cool thing.
Tiny little place.
It's brilliant.
Sport on the telly.
Yeah.
Like lagers, beers, chips, burgers, and good steaks.
It's
nice.
because you pick your meat and then you take it to the next bit and you're there. But you kept me this seat in the corner. So as you walk in the front door, you've got if I remember rightly, the butcher's the
counter.
It's on the right.
Yeah.
And then to the left, just before you go up some stairs, there's a little tiny nook, a little tiny corner, and you got me that seat right in that corner.
Yeah.
The shit I got from your locals for having, quote unquote, the best seat in the place. It was unbelievable. Have you got that? Have you got, me mate, Ed Gamble, you text her and they reserved this. The reserved? You can't reserve that seat.
Oh, that's the problem. You told them you reserved it.
No way.
What? Fucking locusts, right? The entire, and I remember thinking, they're so friendly. And then you were, again, thank you again, you were sending wines over, you sending drinks over. It was great. Me, tour manager were hammered. And all of it, I was like, I had a night out with these locals. It was so lovely. And they all came and they sat next to us and they're getting closer and they were getting closer and they were on. And I thought, these just want this fucking seat.
That's what they're after. They just
no
want you
way.
to get out so they can
That
have
seat
space.
is the most. I've never known any. Rosie, it was like Game of Thrones.
That's
They were trying to kill us for this fucking throne, right? And I remember I left, and two people were like edging in to go in. But I mean, Chris Evans came in there. He said it was the best pub in the south. Like, but it was such a vibe.
that's
It was
amazing.
great.
It's a really lovely, because it's so tiny as well. It's
brilliant.
And the ceilings are low, and it's a really good atmosphere. And now, like, the football's on, and there's a really
Vibe.
good energy, good vibe in there. and
Weather's
it's-
good. Oh my god.
Yeah, it's lovely. It's got a little garden out the back. It works really well. It's a good locals Marlow pub. It's
fantastic.
a great place that you can't reserve.
Yeah,
Can't reserve.
You can't reserve,
You can't
guys.
reserve.
Don't tell them you've reserved. Don't ask to reserve. They
Can
will.
Chris Evans
steal your seat.
reserve?
Actually, Chris doesn't even try. He just rocks up. Like
He walks
people-
down. He told me he
Oh,
walks
Yeah,
down,
he
has
lives-
4
he
pints,
lives just
stumbles home.
around the corner and he
Nice.
bobs over. It's kind of like a Friday night thing for him. Like him and Tash come up and they have
Nice.
It's a,
was good.
so,
Our friend lives in. We've got a friend who produced our TV show. She lives in Marlow, and she's always gunning for it to move to Marlow. Isn't it?
Oh, she's like, it's like she works
like she
for the
works
estate
for the
agent
bloody
in Marlow. It's a
estate,
beautiful
like-
place. Marlow, Henley, all that. Gorgeous.
do you know what? It's such we're so lucky. It's a lovely part of the world. It's on the Thames. It's really great family, school, kids. You know, it's great community space. It supports independent boutique shops and coffee shops and hairdressers and
Nice.
pubs and bits.
Nice.
It's a lovely vibe. We're so lucky. It's such a nice place to live. Like it really
I
is.
need to take you there, Rosie. I need
I've
to take
never
you
been.
there.
I would love to go,
There
but
you
the
go.
problem is, I'll go. Let's move here.
Ah, yes. That's why I've never took her.
Yeah,
I can't be asked to move again.
Yeah.
I'm not having it.
and the house prices are a bit punchy.
Dude, I say it on my tour. I say I love her to death, but she wants to move house every 5 minutes. She should have been born with wheels and a fucking
Really,
shell
you
on her back.
constantly want to move.
I just love moving. I
She
find it
loves the
really
idea of it.
exciting.
Yeah.
Yeah, is that
Like
weird?
always looking at right
Always.
move on it. Oh, that looks nice. Or that.
I'm trying to
Areas or
block it on the
houses.
router, mate. I'm trying to block right move on the router.
Yeah, I just
I'm
love it.
serious.
I just love
Search
it.
history. You're like no, delete.
I do. But I think we've found a house that I really like. So it's going to take a lot to beat it.
So where you're at now?
We're
Yeah, we
really
love it.
happy. We're really settled. But one day, you never know.
Yeah,
You just never know.
you'll just go. That's
I'm
it.
just always
Down in
looking.
Marlow, you know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Well, you
Why
never
not?
know. Marlow, it's got nice pubs.
Yeah, so I've heard.
Babadoo, 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 ba.
Tell us a little bit
Yes.
about your new series that's coming to ITV.
Tom Kerridge Cooks Italy.
Cooks
Yeah.
Italy. So it's the third series. We've done Cooks Britain, did Cooks Spain, and then this is Cooks
Course,
Italy.
yeah.
And it's like basically food truck travel around. It's like cookery TV shows from the old school where it's
Floyd.
yeah,
I
exactly.
grew up watching
Yeah.
Keith Floyd.
Yeah, Floyd, and then like
Absolutely loved
old Rick Stein ones, Gary Rhodes ones, where
Yep.
you would just go somewhere, you visit producers, and then
Yeah.
you cook something that they grow. You know, whether it's olive oil, whether it's pomegranates, whether it's some of the cured meats, whether it's like all sorts of bits and bobs. I was so lucky. I went truffle hunting, like proper, like as a chef.
With a
and you-
pig?
No, with dogs. They don't
Right.
really use pigs. Pigs because they're not as mobile, and also they have a tendency to eat the truffles when they find them. So dogs.
I fucking love pigs, you know.
Yeah,
I love pigs. I'd have a pig.
So, yeah.
Fun fact:
What?
pigs can't look up.
Is that a real thing?
Yeah, I'm not taking that from dogs can't look up off Shaun of the Dead. Pigs can't look up.
Okay.
They can't.
The necks
They
aren't
can't
long
do
enough.
that. They can't look up in the air.
Okay, good
Which
to
is
know.
why they're
Thank
pretty
you.
good at finding truffles.
Yeah, I'm 80%
Yeah.
sure that that's true.
All right, good.
80% sure.
Can someone Google that quickly? Sorry to interrupt.
Got you off track.
But it
So
was
you've got
from a
truffle
chef's
hunting.
point of view, like you can't grow truffles. They're not cultivated. You just got to find them. They exist there in the wild, and it was
It's like
you know-
Minecraft, isn't it? They're just
yeah,
random.
yeah. They
Yeah.
just turn out, and it was in private woods that was owned by this family that nobody knows where they are, and you're not allowed to find. And you can't put and you go there, and then off you go with a load of dogs and these two blokes.
Do they
walking.
grow back then? So if you can't plant them and if you can't sort of like seed
It's
them,
yeah, well,
how do they?
It's to do with the soil and the trees that they're under and the way and the seasonality of where it is. So there must be spores that exist.
Like fungi.
Yeah, exactly. They're fungus, so they grow. But then the dogs go and find them, and because they've got such a strong, pungent smell, the dogs are like running around, going mad for it. Their tails are going everywhere. And from a chef's point of view, like we're so lucky from the world of TV. You know what it's like. You go, you get to do things, and you meet people, and you do different stuff that
Yeah.
you couldn't just randomly turn up somewhere and go and do it. So to do something like that was amazing. And Italy was it's such a beautiful place. And there's been so many TV shows, there's been so many restaurants, there's so many books, there's so many places about Italy because it's fundamentally one of the most beautiful food countries around. And added to it, there's this incredible Italian passion. There's lots of that goes on. It's mega. But also the dishes that they cook, they're not easy, but you can sort of do them at home. You can think of how you put a pasta dish or how you make a sauce or how you do
They're a lot simpler than what we do, aren't
They're
they?
a lot simpler.
Yeah.
They're not overly complex. They're about the ingredient and done right. And also they're pretty user-friendly. They're family-friendly. Like pizza bases or pasta dishes. Yeah. You can go, well, what do the kids like? Or how do I adapt that? And then it doesn't necessarily mean it's true Italian, but you can have that fundamental basic of it. So when you can go from a TV perspective and travel the whole of the country, do you know what? It's so regional as well. Like it's a bit like you can be up in the Dolomites where we were looking at different dairies and cows and cattle and that sort of stuff.
Oh my God, I flew over the Dolomites.
Amazing, isn't it?
A few months ago, and I've never seen them. And I was just like, I looked out the window and we went to Verona. My mum, I went, what is that?
Yeah.
And seeing all of like the little villages. So were you down in the little villages?
Yeah, we were down in the little villages, and then we filmed a cookery scene up the top in the mountains with the view. It was just like, it was like
stunning.
It was like the Sound of Music, kind of like rolling hills. It was just absolutely, and because it wasn't snowy, it was like in that like spring time that we filmed it, and it was just mega. It was lovely.
Lush.
So you see all of that, and then you can be somewhere else where it's super hot. You can go over. We were over in Sicily. We were looking at Mount Etna and blood oranges, and so the variants of produce was super exciting. So you can see why so many people cook Italian food, why so many people write books about it, and so many people do TV shows about it, because it's really engaging and the people are full of passion. So it's actually, it was quite an easy series to film, even if I can't speak Italian and a lot of the producers couldn't speak English, but you had that universal kind of like gesticulating with your hands and actually a love of food. Exactly.
We love Italian food, don't we?
It's mega, isn't it?
Oh, I think it's literally my top 3.
Yeah.
Of
What's the other 2?
Oh, I love Thai food.
Yeah.
I really like Thai food. I'm just trying to think. I love Greek food.
I love Greek food.
I love Greek food.
Is some of my favourite. Like it's the best.
Oh, so good.
It's like mega, because the vocabulary of it is quite small. There's not a huge amount.
There's not loads.
But actually what they do beautifully. Yeah. And you could get, when you're on holiday and you take the family and a Greek salad somewhere, like even a rubbish Greek salad is still quite good.
So
you know
good.
what I mean? It's like, actually, this is lovely. You know, a bit of grilled sea bass, Greek salad, job done. Yeah.
I worked in Rhodes for 2 years.
Did
years
you?
ago, I did. Chris Has My Life, because I mentioned it all the time. I loved it. I was like singing and dancing. And there was a restaurant called Mimakos in Rhodes, and it was just at the top of this like hill. It was really high up. You didn't know what the menu was. They had Greek dancers on, and they would just bring food, but the food was so good. It was so simple.
You told me about this. It was just what they made, though.
It was
You
just
couldn't
what
pick. It was like, we're eating here tonight. Oh, there you go.
It was just, that's what you're getting. And it was like, but the calamari was just so good.
Yeah.
And then there was Greek salad. And then they did these sort of like, they were, the only thing they were like onion bhajis, but they weren't, I don't know what it was. I don't know if it was
kind of like just
cheesy,
like crispy,
crispy sort of, it was just, with
Yeah.
tzatziki and just a bit of oil and bread, and oh my God, best food I've ever had.
Mega, innit? Food's great,
Tzatziki.
innit?
God.
You can just
We
keep
love
going on
food.
and on about food, and you can see why you see why there's so many TV shows about food and people enjoy it, because it's escapism. When you sit there and you watch it, you think of going on holiday and you think of going like you drift into it, don't you?
It's our life. It's all it's literally our whole pleasures of life. It's just changed so much from when we were younger.
Well, yeah.
We'd want to go out for nice food.
One of
or
my
cook food.
favorite things is like when you go on, you know, if we've got a nice occasion, we'll go to a nice restaurant, we'll go to somewhere that's got a sommelier, specifically a sommelier, food as
wine.
well.
We're obsessed with wine.
When a sommelier stands and tells me about the wine, I'm so happy I could cry.
Really?
I don't know what it is. And I'm working class, and I was never a wine guy when I was younger. You know, I was just beer, warm Fosters.
Yeah.
When we sit at a posh restaurant and they're smelling me going, and it's from this region and the soil's this and that, and I just want to go, oh my God, it just makes it, I don't know what it is.
But it's because it's human connection. Like like you drink a pint of Foster and it's made in a monstrous factory somewhere to a particular recipe that's just whatever.
Yeah.
But actually when there's wines, they vary seasonality, you know, different vintages because of what's happened with the weather. And there's like people that are making it and understanding it in a process. And then you're buying into that. You're buying into the romance of it.
It's the romance of it.
Yeah.
It's the theatre of it.
We bought into it. Was it on holiday last year? Was it in Spain?
What?
When every single sort of place that we went, they were telling me about this wine that's made there. And they loved it so much, didn't they?
Yeah.
That we ended up having it for we had it like every meal.
I think they've got a job lot. They've got a job lock, Tom. It was going out of date.
Saw
That's
you
what
come
we
in.
thought.
It was
Let's tell them that story.
Someone left the fridge door open.
Yeah.
It had gone bad. They had a day left, and they just
We had it
piled it
every
into
night
us.
'cause
Yeah,
we were
that
like-
couple, they've fallen for it again. Yeah, brilliant. Get 'em in.
We were that pissed. The story was different every night, and we bought it every single night.
Not even. We were like, we are keeping this family in business.
Yeah.
This is homegrown. You're totally right. It was totally a
Any
job
minute
lot.
now, I'll get a postcard from the grandma of that family telling us how much I've helped them for generations.
From her private yacht.
It's printed.
God's
It's printed.
sake.
Word processed onto a thing. Hold on a second. The signature's printed. This is bullshit. Here's a question. So when you go to all the different producers of all the different stuff and then you've got to cook the stuff for them, is that nerve-wracking in any way?
Yeah, it is really actually.
Yeah.
Particularly because it's their produce and
Yeah.
and you're in a country that's so passionate about their food and they have those regional dishes that they're so protective of. So I fully load it with, this is my version.
Nice.
Bloke from Gloucester, like never visited here before, cooked pasta a couple of times. This is my version of using your ingredients to something that I hope you'll like, not going, I'm going to cook you your dish. Do you know what I mean? Like you have to
Yeah,
be,
of course.
you have to be a little bit. So it is a little bit nerve wracking, particularly doing things like with the truffle guys, they did like a truffle mac and cheese thing, and you're just like, and it's delicious and it's amazing, but there was nothing really that was truly authentic Italian about it. Like, I mean, apart from it was pasta and it was truffles and it was Italian cheeses with it, but they wouldn't necessarily have done it the same way. But I mean, they ate it, said it was nice. It might be for TV. You know what it's like in TV land. People go, oh, it's delicious.
that is
I mean, how many times have you eaten something on telly and gone, oh, that's great? But
Yeah.
really gone,
What I'm telling you. Well, Rosie nearly
Oh.
full on vomited on Saturday Kitchen.
no, what did you have?
Well,
So they
cheese.
they do food heaven,
My
food,
food
hell.
hell. I hate cheese.
And we went on and we worked it out perfectly so that her heaven was my hell and my heaven was her hell. So I don't like a fish broth. Anything with loads of bits of fish floating in water, get in the bin.
I love that.
Like
The sea.
looks like
Get back in the sea.
Top Cat's dinner,
That's
right?
mine.
Forget it, right? So that was her heaven, that was my hell. And my heaven is really cheesy pasta, creamy cheesy pasta.
yeah.
So they did the thing out of the Parmesan wheel.
They did it in the wheel.
And they did it out of the wheel, and she had to taste it. And Matt Tebbett's standing there going, she doesn't really like this. You've got to eat it. And they weren't prepared for the fact that she nearly chunned
spat
it
it out.
live on
Really?
telly. Just spat it out. I was
love that.
mortified.
Love
But-
that.
but-
Can you imagine the producers going, oh my God. Put it camera free, get
Bring
it
it
in.
out.
Like,
I
Down half a glass of wine after 10:30 in the morning.
Babadoo, 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 ba.
No, but I mean, that's the thing. They've got to pick your food hell. Like, what do they expect?
Yeah.
Or do you think, well, I found out later that people pick things
Well,
that
that's what they
still
said. They specifically
like
said
to
people
eat.
don't normally say stuff they really hate in case they have to eat it. But we're
know.
very honest, mate.
First time I'd been
That's what
on.
this
and
podcast
and how
is.
much did you love it?
I was me. I had to talk it all me. Like, so when I go on Saturday Kitchen, I don't think the crew enjoy it because there's not much left.
Yeah. Oh, you go
You know,
for
when-
it.
Yeah, so when
Oh, yeah,
when
we go for
they
it.
put an old Floyd on or whatever,
Yeah.
and then they come on to take
You're
the stuff
eating it
off, and
all.
I'm literally like, dude, you back off. I've got 3 minutes on this VT to finish this. You've got no chance of having this
I'm
off
having
us.
the whole lot. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
it.
We need to go back on there. Have we got anything coming up?
I'm promoting my tour, so I'll probably go on myself. You're not coming
Oh,
on.
can I not come?
Imagine,
I love
can
Saturday
you
Kitchen.
imagine that?
How
Oh, what are you promoting, Rosie? Nothing. She just wanted to come on to
Yeah.
eat.
They
Just
wouldn't, I don't think they'd mind.
No.
I don't know, we'll see.
I don't think they'd mind.
Ah,
I
please.
mean, I'm not the booker for Saturday Kitchen.
Yeah,
I'm
true.
sure they'd be fine.
We'll have a
I'm
word.
sure they'd be fine
We'll
with
have
it.
a word.
There's a couple of them that are really good. Sunday brunches are good one as well.
Always
That's
a good one.
Oh,
Love the
yeah, we
lads
were
on
on
that.
that
Simon's a
not
great
long
cook,
ago.
but also there's a lot of dishes that go in there. Like if you sit on the panel for the whole thing, you get you get fed
get
proper.
fed well, don't you? Yeah, I
Sometimes
enjoyed
the thing
that.
with Saturday with Sunday brunch is you are on there at 9 o'clock on a Sunday morning, and the first thing they're doing is a curried bargee, and
Yeah.
you're like, lads, how are? Like,
See, I don't mind
Gosh,
that.
Yeah.
Eggs Benedict, Simon,
Yeah.
get the eggs Benedict first. We'll have the curry.
Yeah.
We'll have the curry bargee in 4 hours when we're still fucking here.
No, actually, this is
It's
it.
a long show, isn't it? It's a long
What's
show.
your thoughts on this, especially with being a chef? Could you eat anything at any time of day?
Yeah.
I can.
She
Yeah.
can.
I could. Honestly, put a chicken korma in front of me at 7 in the morning. If I'm hungry, I'll eat it.
Yeah,
I'd-
I think you have to as chefs though, because like back in the day when I was first training all through the 90s in basement kitchens in centre of London, and you would be in bright and early, like 7 o'clock in the morning, and you would be pushing, and you would be doing. You're not just having bread. You're not tasting bread. You're doing things for lunch or for dinner, and you're trying you're testing. Well, we used to make our own black pudding back in the day when it was legal to use the blood, and you used to have to. It's not anymore. You have to use freeze dried or whatever. But you used to be able to get raw pig's blood and then be able to. So you have to cook. But you'd have to taste it, for the seasoning, because once it's cooked, can't add any extra seasoning. So you'd have to.
Right. So
so about
taste the raw blood with seasoning in it.
Yeah, raw blood at 7:30 in the morning. The worst is if that was back in the day when I was working in the military. So you might have pulled an all-nighter, like finished at midnight and then gone out on the lash and been out till like when sometimes you go just straight back into work, like absolutely hanging, and you'd be like, and one of the first jobs would be like tasting raw black pudding. You found something that I wouldn't eat in the morning. You'd have to do a deep breath first and go.
You found it in one sentence. You found the one thing you won't eat first.
I'm
all
right for drinking pig's blood at 7:30 in the morning.
You're going to swerve that one.
I'm absolutely fine.
What about in a vodka in it, a bit like a Bloody Mary?
Oh, okay.
Are you sure this was when you were a chef? Were you not in some kind of cult?
Yeah,
that you've just accidentally outed.
Being a chef in the 90s in the middle of London was like being in a cult. That's it. Exactly. We were all in a cult. Yeah, it was fun times.
Was it wild?
Yeah, it was great. I like if you think the 90s when it was in the middle of like the Britpop era, cooking, Marco Pierre White had just won 3 Michelin stars, the youngest chef ever in the world to achieve 3 Michelin stars with a Brit in London. Like you were working in basement kitchen. It was a real great vibe to food. Food was beginning to kick on.
A lot of beef Wellingtons.
Yeah, a lot. But a lot of late nights, a lot of early mornings, a lot of like rock and roll behaviour, a lot of the music, like everything about London in mid-90s was just absolutely buzzing. And being a chef and working in it then was just, it was amazing. It was a brilliant time. Yeah, I loved it. I loved every minute of it. Yeah.
Are you like a strict chef? Are you a nice chef?
No chefs are nice.
Oh, he's lovely though.
Not if you're in his fucking kitchen, Paul. I'd have backhanded you by now.
No, well, it varies, right? So there's been, I can be quite punchy, but one of the things that I genuinely am the most proud of, that we've got people that have been with us nearly 20 years in our business that have been with us for so long. Each head chef in every business, the one that's been with us the least amount of time is 8 years. Like the rest of them have all been with us for so long.
That's great.
And it's been part of an encouraging process. But I am quite pushy and punchy, and there's a level and there's a standard that you want to hit within that kitchen. But it's also very encouraging. We allow people to make mistakes. You can make, at the end of the day, it is only food. And what's the worst thing that can happen? We fuck someone's tea up, then we say sorry and we don't charge them, we invite them back. It's like, it's not the end of the world. Are you growing as a person? Are you going to make that mistake again? No. Okay, let's all grow on that together. So we're very good at that man management, and that filters all the way down the line. But yeah, we do have self-imposed standards, like where you want to get to a particular level. 2 Michelin stars, 1 Michelin star. That's where we hit at. And so there's expectation levels.
Yeah.
And sometimes people don't like that because they haven't quite got those standards in themselves. So they have to find it within themselves. You're probably asking the same of your kids. You want them to, they've got to learn it. And sometimes when you tell them off because they haven't done something right, it's only the same as staff.
Yeah.
So they've got to find it, and they've got to go, okay, I've got to do that like better next time, like that. And they can do it. That's the thing that becomes frustrating when they can do it and they're not pushing themselves and doing it.
And it's nothing more for,
and it's a similar sort of thing. Yeah. So they get told in kind of like in a point blank manner, like that's not acceptable. There's a standard. That's where we want it to be. That's how it's got to be.
And if everyone else is like that around as well, then they'll up their game.
Yeah, and we work very closely as a family, so it's good. So I would say that we're a mixture of both. I quite like people, so most of the time is like we try to have fun, and everyone works really hard anyway. When you work in this industry, it's a hard job.
Chris used to get shouted at by chefs all the time.
So I worked at the Stadium of Light in Sunderland. I was a waiter.
Yeah.
If you went in the kitchen and asked for the wrong thing at the wrong time, absolute fucking hell.
They would go bananas.
I was also a dishwasher in a Spanish restaurant in South Shields. La Bamba it was called.
I remember it.
I got shouted at big time.
That was
one
nice.
chef.
That was
not in the kitchen, I wasn't.
Oh, okay.
I went and walked to, there was a big hen party or something, and one night they were making loads of noise, and I walked across the kitchen to look through the little hole to see them, and the chef literally launched us across the kitchen because I was in his way, and that was scary. He was a scary guy. What's the most you ever got bollocked when you were a brand new chef up and coming?
Oh my God, there's been so many times.
Really?
Absolutely rinsed so many times. But they kind of bounce off. You're just kind of like, because also it's not necessarily personal. It's not happening throughout the day. It's happening at those periods of time. The best way I think I can kind of describe is a bit like professional sport. Like, so you can do all the prep work and you do everything there. And then when it comes to service, if something's going wrong, like the head chef is like the captain. And if you're like a football player or a rugby player and you do a really bad pass or you do something else, the captain isn't send you an email going, listen, I hope this email finds you well. And earlier today that you did, like, it's like, what the fuck was that? Wake up. Do you know what I mean? It's like, come on. So its service is a bit like that point. So you're like, and it's not personal. It's about, come on, move, motivate. Because another check's coming in and something else is happening and something's over there and that's there and you got that. So you have to enter like match fit mode.
Yeah.
And then afterwards, everyone high fives, service has been good. You go for a beer afterwards. It's all about team. And then at that point, it feels, and if you're quite sensitive and you haven't got particularly thick skin, then there's a point where it probably mounts up. But if you just ride with it and enjoy it and love the adrenaline of the whole thing and realize that it's not personal, that it is one of those things, and also then don't make the fucking mistakes, you'll be all right. You won't get shouted at.
I nearly did it at college. I nearly did because I love cooking.
Oh my God, you're going to tell them why. Oh.
I didn't like the trousers that they wore. And I had to wear the stupid hats. And I was 16, I was like, nah, I'm not wearing them pants.
Or the little blue and white.
They were like checky pants, massive, horrible checky pants. And they had to wear the stupid, I'd see them in the refectory with their stupid hats on and I'd go, oh, thank God. And then I dropped out after 3 months. And I got a job at the gadget shop.
And tell her what you want at a gadget shop.
Fucking sumo suit.
An inflatable sumo suit outside
stupid.
of the gadget shop.
How stupid. How ridiculous.
Yeah, but look at where you are now.
Well, I know.
Yeah.
But I would have, I think I would have really loved it.
You could have had 3 Michelin stars.
I could have.
Yeah, but you don't look like a cock.
I know, but I just, it was.
That was only at college. Like, you haven't got to wear those trousers. That's not the law.
Why did they make them at college?
I don't know.
Tom, what are you talking about? Rose? So you don't know this? You were getting your makeup done. He came in with them on. He got changed.
Yeah, I quite like him.
They just all look like fishmongers, and I was like, I can't. No, not for me. Right. But how good was the college one? They used to do nights of where all the
and they do dinners.
Yeah, they do dinners, and you'd go and you get a really cheap dinner.
You get free haircuts as well. If you let the girls practice on you, get free. Not the same night. Not the same night. I've got to be honest.
Yeah, I had the same haircut since I was 18 anyway, so it's not like that one would be lost on me.
You've got a little story for us, if you don't mind reading it out. This is from our from our listeners.
Okay.
We don't know what it is, by the way, and I'm really sorry if it's rank.
Don't worry. Dear Chris and Rosie, greetings from Canada.
Oh.
God,
the next sentence just makes you go, uh-oh. Please keep me anonymous.
Yeah, exactly.
I used to manage a coffee shop and the things I would see on a regular basis were crazy. I worked in a very busy location and we were in an outdoor shopping centre near the centre of town, so had a real cross-section of people as our clientele. Mm-hmm. Most of the incidents we had in our store took place in the bathrooms. The public bathrooms are out of the way, so people would come in and use ours instead.
Yep.
There were all kinds of things that happened in those bathrooms. Stolen hand dryers, vodka being stored in toilet tanks, couples having a quickie. The usual.
Stolen, sorry.
Vodka in the toilet?
What? That's the one you've got? Stolen hand dryers?
Stolen hand dryers.
You've had a stolen hand dryer? One of your
No,
menus?
but I have got a mate who opened the pub, funny enough, like in West London, and on the opening night, he opened the pub. Someone stole it. They turned up and they actually took the sink out. The plumbers came in. They robbed the sink from the gents' league. The whole thing. He said by the end of the night, it was 11:30, he's cleaning down. He went into the gents' league with the fucking sink.
What?
They've removed it from the fucking...
Do you know what it is?
I would be so upset.
No, do you know what it is? I wouldn't even be angry. I'd be like, I'm impressed.
Yeah.
You've nicked a sink.
Well, to be honest, as he was telling me, he was like, it was beyond.
David Copperfield.
Yeah. It's like
when he made the Statue of Liberty disappear.
Fucking sink disappear.
I'd be fuming with that.
It wasn't the hand soap from the sink. It was the fucking sink. Is great.
Wow.
Anyway,
nice sink.
Annoyingly, the most common thing we dealt with was people coming in with their shopping from the Walmart next door, unboxing their stuff and leaving the boxes in the bathroom.
That's annoying.
On this day,
Odd.
I had a brand new assistant manager with me who just joined our team. I was taking a much needed break in the back room when she came hurtling in to tell me we needed to call security. I wasn't paying as close attention as I thought it was, just boxes being left in the bathroom again. So I sort of dismissed her and told her we could handle it ourselves. She then repeated herself more slowly, adding more detail, and I just looked at her and went out into the cafe to verify it was true. Here's the mystery. What do you think had happened?
Oh, so what you thought was boxes. You need
I
security.
don't know why they're going in there and unboxing. But anyway.
I kind of get that. Yeah, you've bought something, your kids want to play with it or whatever. You bought something from Walmart.
Oh, sorry, right. I get you. I
You're
thought
taking all this, like a Nerf gun, you're taking all the shit off it, and then you let your kid run into the town centre with his Nerf gun, you've left all that shit out. They'll deal with that. Very rude, awful.
Fair enough.
That is such a mistress. Boxes.
I've got no idea.
I'm normally all right at these, but this one's really, really... security.
Someone's left a baby.
I was going to go animals, but you've gone straight on a baby. I was going to go animals. I was going to go someone's left a
You
box
went
of
with a
kittens.
human being.
Yeah.
You've gone with human baby.
You went with the human being. You've gone with an animal.
Oh, someone shit on the floor. I don't know. It's one of them.
Right.
Sink.
A man in his 30s at least had come into the cafe, plugged in his own microwave, and was heating up pizza pops to sell, 2 for $5. He was flabbergasted that he was asked to leave, protesting that he only had 4 boxes of them and he bought his own dishes and just needed the space. He was quite put out that we weren't enabling his entrepreneurial spirit. This is the first and only time I've ever had this happen or anything like it. And I love to trot out a story when training new managers and supervisors, a reminder that you never really know what could happen.
That's hilarious.
Wow.
And in Canada, in
Canada and in America, you've got a plug outlets in bathrooms. You don't have them over here. You would not be able to run that over here.
Oh, so he was doing it in the bathroom and then trying to say, what? Gee, oh my God. People.
How nuts is that? Which is why when I start selling my own food in the toilet of the Hand and Flowers, it'll be a portable barbecue.
Yeah, what are you going to do?
It'll be a portable barbecue.
Right.
Yeah.
When you kept that table in the corner all night long, that's because you were there all night because you were selling your own bits of pizza. I wonder why the take-ins were down that night.
Oh, amazing. Thank you so much.
Thank you, mate.
It's an absolute pleasure.
It's been a pleasure.
Really
chatting
look
to you.
forward to that
Thank
show
you.
as well. ITVX starts on July the 16th at 7:30
Oh,
p.m.
lovely. That would be nice to watch in the summer.
Can't wait.
Trip to Italy.
Fabulous. Thank you.
Thanks.
Yeah, that was amazing. Thank you. What a laugh, man.